coming to see our newest bit of tech. Garner Holt, our founder, will be able to explain a little bit more than I can.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your interest. I'm Garner Holt Productions. We're very happy to be here at the show with Weigl and Alfred McBride, our partners. Weigl is powering this head here that is an example of some current animatronics that we have built. Garner Productions has been around for about 40 years this last July, and we're the leader in animatronics in the animatronic world. We build the figures for parks all over the world, Disney, Universal, and all kinds of other different applications. This is one of the latest in our line of animatronics called the Expressive Head Technology. We have basically created what we call the living faces of history, where we have a whole number of characters which are celebrities and presidents and people of the past, like Mark Twain and some of the presidents and that type of thing, and all with very expressive technology in the face. This is the most expressive animatronic head that's ever been created. It has 42 independent actuators in the face alone, 7 in the neck vertebra, so it can do just about any expression that a human can do. So we're going to run a few expressions here. If your cameras are ready, we're going to run some things for you and let you see what it does and how it works. So go right ahead, Ben.
Well, good day, Governor. Say, between you and me, I ain't even half the man I used to be.
He's selecting from a number of different programs over there.
Well, it was quite the evening I had, it was. Tied one on so tight, feels like me crowd's liable to burst. Even so, thanks to the high quality built from Garner Productions, and fit to perform day in and day out. Why, I got a good head on me shoulders. I may look about that, but I ain't no cad, mind ya. Matter of fact, you might say I'm the most sophisticated fella in this hall, thanks to Garner Productions. Their animatronics are the finest there is, why, as you can see. Fancy some posh animatronics, do you? Between Garner Productions, Weigl and Alcorn, your show's bound to be the top of the bloomin' town. Give us a try, what?
Basically now he can run through a number of different expressions and that type of thing, but he can have basically all the different emotions, surprise and be happy and sad, look teary-eyed, he can look angry. You notice even the muscles in his nose and face, like he's sniffing or moving, so really all the muscles of his face can move. The interesting thing about this is fully self-contained. Now at this point we're running it off of show power here, but this model can be purchased in such a way that it is totally self-contained. Everything you see here can be shipped to you. You can plug it into a wall and control it with an iPhone. So there's no other external air or hydraulics or anything else needed to run it. So you could put it in a living room or a museum or something and instantly power it up and be operating it within minutes. So it's basically plug and play. Everything you need is inside the post, and that's how it comes. So all kinds of different configurations of posts and that type of thing. We do have some brochures and everything over here that over there we will pass out. Anybody wants further information. There's also some very good information and some other character heads like Abraham Lincoln available on YouTube. You can look it up on YouTube. Just look at Garner Holt Productions animatronic head or Lincoln head. So a lot of the brochures will explain further about the details and the mechanics and all the different things you need to know about the face. So I'll open it up to questions. Does anybody have any questions any further?
I got a billion questions.
You have a billion questions.
Well, the first is, can you tell us a little about what new techniques you developed, the crinkling around the eyes, around the nose, traditional skins can't do that.
Yeah, the skin is a multi-durometer silicone, and it's attached in about 35 different locations. All the locations are magnetically attached, so this face could be changed out in just over a minute with no tools. So we could remove this face in about 30 seconds, and about 45 seconds replace it with no tools. This face has been tested, and the faces that we've done have been tested for over 6 months, continuous use with no failures at all. So we have a very long-lasting skin formula here that's been developed, a proprietary skin formula that we've developed. So. No, it's the same basic construction, but it's a different. We have different heads. In fact, this head is the previous generation. We have a new generation of heads that's coming out here soon that is even far more complex than this, and we're really excited about that. It has even greater movement and actually more movement, and we'll be introducing those in about 4 to 6 months.
Yes, sir. Raising brushless motors and servos, and what is the expected life expectancy or maintenance on those?
The servos, we're using servos, and they've been tested for, these motors have been used in applications. A lot of the earlier heads or this development came from projects we did for the military, and in applications we had with the military have been existed for years, and at this point we have had no motor failures at all. So we really have a great feel for this type of product. It's a servo motor, aircraft quality servo motor. As I say, there's around 42 in the head. It varies. You can get these heads at different levels of complexity. So we've created some that have even more movement than this. So next question. Sorry. Yeah, the control technology, as I explained, we are using Weigl. It's a servo motor operated through a proprietary motor controls that we built, but it's a CAN bus system. They transmit the data, all of the data and audio out of their modules, and their modules are small enough to actually put inside the unit when we need to, and are totally compact and very durable. We have great software that we're used to program with, and it has a very it's incredible capability. Weigl has rocketed ahead of everybody as far as show controls and everything else. And that's why we and most all of the other industry people, Disney, everybody else, Universal, everybody uses Weigl now. So we're real proud to have them partnering with us on these types of products.
Is this something that the purchaser can program the animation themselves, or do they contract through you to design the animation?
A little bit of both. We generally do it, but if the purchaser they're interested in going through a little bit of a learning curve to learn the software and how to operate it and program it, there are ways, and it's getting simpler and simpler. So it'll be easier for somebody to program it on their own with some new developments that are happening right now. So as we move forward, that'll be more and more possible.
Is there any potential to use motion tracking or facial capture to use a live
Very
avatar?
much so, and we've already done that. Yeah, we have the capability of using cameras on the figure itself, and basically tracking, face tracking, and also identification, so we can identify you and the figure can speak to you. So we're also, in addition to the technology, the living the face and the movement, we're pushing the limits of interactivity in that to where it's basically automatic. It can kind of lock onto you, identify who you are, facial recognition, and so we're moving more into that type of thing with the interactivity and speaking. So it ended up, kind of a Siri connection, to where it can talk to you and answer questions and, give you the weather and all that kind of stuff. So, any other questions now?
The software they were talking about, the user having the ability to program additional controls, is that one of the two options that we were at the referred to, or is it something proprietary in your own?
Well, they have some options. We have some things that we're partnering with them on, developing some ideas, but they have some great software that they've already done that is he can explain further to you over here, and I think that's what you're talking about, that you've already explained to them.
That'll work for if you had a character we could do additional programming.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And all that's on display from the public-facing standpoint, and then there are some additional proprietary add-ons.
Next question.
What's the starting price if I want one of these in my living room?
Well, if you want one in your living room, they're a little pricey. They're, you know, it's kind of like a car. You know, we probably would start in the 150,000 range, and this going all the way up to the Cadillac model is about 500,000. And we have sold one at this point, so, of the Cadillacs.
Okay. You guys can't say where.
Can't say where, but you might see it someday. But we have a whole range of faces that we're continuing to develop. We have a number of different characters and celebrities that we're continuing to develop that work with this technology. So with the skin capability of working with this technology. So we have had a great deal of interest here at the show, and I think that the show will be good to us this year with this, because we've already had a lot of major, seriously connected individuals that are looking for this kind of technology. So we're real excited about it. Any of you that are interested, you're all certainly invited. If you ever happen to be in the Southern California area, you're certainly welcome to come by the facility and see some of these things for yourself. We're in San Bernardino, California. If you take the brochures, you'll be able to get our address and our email and everything else. Another question? Well, I'll be hanging around here a bit today, so if any of you want to ask me anything privately or anything, Bill, do you have anything to add?
Please drink all the orange juice, because we don't want to keep it around.
Yeah, give us a hand with this morning, so help yourselves. But thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your interest. We are really excited about the future in robotics. We're taking this outside of the entertainment industry. As we said, we're using it in the military. We're doing some things with medical simulation with it. You know, it's going to be a lot better with doctors and nurses training on figures that are able to move and flail and give expression and that type of thing. So we're doing a lot of work in that direction. So it goes further than just entertainment as we know it here today. So we're really excited about the future. So thank you everybody for coming. Help yourself here, and glad to have you. And let me know if we can answer anything else. But take all the film and pictures you need. Work. Thank you guys. Everybody, thank you.